Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. We are going to continue with painting our Blood Bowl box. So I am going to start. So this is the Ogre, Orcs side, and this humans. So, and here's the referees. So I decided to so every time I paint a Blood Bowl team, I'm gonna actually paint them with the colors a real football team. So I'm gonna start with the ogres for this the orcs for this video. So let me just go ahead and scoot this guys off the painting thing. There we go. So we're gonna start with this, guys, and right here the two characters. And I still don't know what these tokens are. We're gonna find out when we start learning to play the game. So start separating the where we are. So since I'm gonna paint this guys as actual colors of a theme, I decided that I am gonna paint this orcs as one of my favorites, since I feel like I read a couple rules since I built, but I'm very much feeling how heavy duty the orcs are in Blood Bowl. So I'm gonna paint them. That's one of my favorite football teams. I know. I'm gonna paint them as the 49ers. So red, gold, and white. Get going. Okay, so since we're gonna start with this, guys, let's go ahead and prime. Well, first, before I start with any painting, I always I prime them always black. Any paint job that I do, I use Chaos Black from Citadel Paints, and now we are gonna dry brush them with some Wraith Bone. The lights. Some Wraith Bone from Citadel. I got a nebula paint mixer over here. Just mix it really good right now. For dry brush, I've been using this makeup brush that I found in a dollar store for the longest time. So let's go ahead and use this. And dry. I have some dry paint right here. We need to clean it up. Check my pen. Oh, it just blew up on me. Hopefully, you didn't get some on the camera. Butterfingers. We're gonna paint the mix. Paint. We're gonna mix it. Okay. Cool. Okay. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and get some paint in this makeup brush. This, make sure we dry it off real good. And I think we should start off with the Gretchens. There we go. So, just give me 1 second. I am having a chat with someone right now on trying to figure out if everything is going well on the live stream. This is only our second live stream, so please bear with us if there's anything unusual happening. And so yeah. Okay, so let's do the next model. Clean up the dry brush. We just want a little bit. Clean up the dry brush. We just want a little bit. So right now I am having a message that the live stream is like cutting out. That makes no sense. It says right here in OBS that everything's going just fine. let me just double check that we're having a smooth transition. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start focusing on this, guys. So when I do light brushing, I just know you just want to catch the light, but I like catching as much as I can with a model. So the reason why my painting style is a little bit more brighter than most people. I like especially with high fantasy. Well, this is not a high fantasy model, but I think very much that Blood Bowl is focused on like high fantasy characters. So that's how I like painting this guys. I'm gonna paint them very bright, a little bit of like a little bit of shade to give them a little depth. But that's about it. I really like this guy holding. It looks like a scorpion to me, but I don't know. I wouldn't call that a scorpion. Here, let me dry brush it really good and then get it up close to the camera, and you guys can decide what it is. It's not a rat. It's some kind of bug. Let me see. Let's see if I can get it. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. Definitely like a scorpion looking thing. Oh, thank you. I was working on the audio. I apologize for the first live stream, and thank you for joining us. Oh yeah, it is. It kind of looks like the roach from Fallout. Yeah. A little bit more right here. We don't want to be too heavy on dry brushing. Let me load up the dry brush. little bit more load. So the dry brush, if you're just joining us right now, I'm dry brushing this guys with Raid Bone from Citadel Paints. The light's a little bit too bright to see it, but it is Raid Bone. I got a paint shaker. You're gonna hear that in a second. There we go. So let me roll up this dry brush just a little bit, tap tap tap, and then I have this drag that I always use, that I've been using for a long time, to just remove some paint. And let's see, okay, so it's a little bit too much in the dry brush, so let's go ahead and get a little bit more dry. We don't want too much. We just want to catch a little bit of the model. And I love this guy. It's like clearly he wanted to like bite someone, so he just went ahead and put like a bird beak on himself. Just want to catch. All right, so all the Gretchens are dry brush. So let's go ahead and do the Orcs. Need to load up the dry brush, clean it up. There we go. So if you're just joining us, I'm going to paint this, guys. That's my favorite football team, the 49ers. So I also think it's kind of cool that you don't see a lot of gold on Orcs or some. I'm going to make them look very sleek. Got a little, let me get some in the front right here. I missed a spot. That looks good, right? All right, let's go ahead and do the next one. Let me clean up the brush. So there we go. And thank you, Wolf Lover. So yeah, if you guys see like something on the stream that doesn't look good, or you guys see something that, you know, like the camera or audio, I'm focused on painting, so I'm not gonna. Sometimes I won't notice that. Um, so I will appreciate any heads up that if you guys able to see it and give me any heads up, I would very much appreciate it. And if you happen to catch this stream afterwards, like after I put it up on the YouTube page, just put it in the comments and I will fix it for next stream. And any comments at all of the live stream, what you think will make it better? Oop. Like me not hitting the camera will make it better. Me and Ethan are still making battle reports, and if you haven't checked them out, every time we do a battle report, we get a little bit better every time. And we're making content a little bit better every time. So let me just. Oop, that's a little bit too loaded. There we go. Let me see how. Okay. There we go. There we go. The neck right here. Love the pose of this model. Okay, sorry about that. Responded to your message. Oop, that was a little bit too loaded. So what happens when you load up a paint too much and you hit it with a brush? There's nothing to do but just spread it out as much as possible. Or like someone said once, it's a happy mistake. It's a happy mistake. It's still a little bit loaded. Let's go ahead and get some of that paint off the dry brush. There we go. Okay, a little bit too much that I will prefer it, but that's fine. It's a happy mistake. happy mistake. We're gonna fix that with some paint. So we're next model. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, too loaded, too loaded. There we go. So that's all the orcs. We have some kind of goblin over here, and we have the character like war boss over here. So let's do this goblin guy first. Oops, there we go. This guy was incredibly hard to build. So it wasn't, I didn't record myself building this guy, but it did not line up well. When I was trying to build it, I tried so many ways before I glued it together. At last, I gave up and I used green stuff to fill the gaps as much as I could. And I love that this guy has a Gretchen and his fist right there. He's gonna throw him with a ball. Oh, not clipped right. There we go. There we go. Now let's give him a little extra dry brush right here on the Gretchen. Hello. What green stuff? What green stuff did I use? Where is it? It's epoxy green stuff. It's like it comes in a strip, and you roll it up, and then you wet it and fill in the gaps a little bit. And thank you, Ham, for joining us. Okay, so now, hey, yeah, and this, yeah, Ham, hi. So yeah, the Discord is a Sonoma County League. It's actually the people that are gonna help me and get into the game. So thank you, Ham, for the Discord. Yeah, this guy is so cool to me. It's so. He's holding the Gretchen, so he's clearly gonna throw the Gretchen. So he's not doing the touchdown. The Gretchen is doing the touchdown. Getting some loaded paint off this dry brush. One more detail to pop from this Gretchen. I'm gonna have a fun time painting this guy. throw ogres can throw goblins and halfling. Wait, so this guy can throw this guy? So wait. So he can actually throw characters. Is that what you're telling me? Yes, you can also found a brief. You can also found and brief the reference. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So this guy can have the ball, and the troll over here can hold him and throw him with the ball. That's crazy. You can also hit other players. It's gonna be a fun game to learn. Okay, so all of my ogres. Oh, actually, I have these weird tokens. I don't know where they are. They were in the box. I have no idea what they are. So let me go ahead and dry brush them and paint them. And because they look important. I have no idea what these tokens are, but yeah, they look fun. So there we go. There we go. There we go. I love this, guys. So, I'm done dry brushing my ogres. So, if you're just joining the live stream now, so I decided to every time I paint a unit for or a faction, I don't know what they're called, and Blood Bowl, I guess they're called teams. I decided to use colors from a real football team. So for this one, I'm gonna do the 49ers. Personally, I do like football, and I do like the 49ers. So their color scheme is red, white, and gold. And I'm gonna make them really look like very goldish, not kind of like copper gold. So I'm gonna try to stick with those color schemes. So first, I usually like painting the skin tones. So let's go ahead and do that. So for, like, I don't know Blood Bowl, but I do know Orcs. So the greener they are, the bigger they are. So the Gretchens over here, I'm gonna paint them a little olivish gold. And the big guys right here, I'm gonna pick them greener green. So I do have Citadel paints, absolutely. I also have army paints, and I have contrast paints, and I have all kinds of paints. But for my base paints, I usually go non-Citadel. But when I use contrast paints, I do use Citadel. So yeah, let's start with the Gretchens. They are used to mark the board. Oh, okay. So that's what the tokens are used for. Cool. So let's go to dinner. So let's go a little olive green for the Gretchens. Yep. Let me go ahead and shake this guy. I have a paint shaker right here. Can tell like a sounds a little bit like a car. Right. Oh, paints fell. There you go. Let's go ahead and thin our paints. Always thin your paints. There we go. Let's go ahead and paint this Gretches. Oh yeah, it has a little. It does have a little bit of skin right here. I'm trying to take care of that. There we go. There we go. Wow, we got 16 viewers. Thank you everybody for coming. And if you're painting your own models, thank you for joining me to paint models together. Oh yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I am painting every single like it comes with 2 teams, and I did a little research. This box set comes with all this guys, more players, better the team, and right now I'm painting the orcs. But tomorrow, when I'm done painting them, I'm gonna start painting the other side of the box, but it's one thing at a time. And yeah, it's a great steal. So right now what I'm doing is just putting the first coat, a thin coat of olive green to the Gretchens. I'm trying to avoid every single pool. I'm trying to hit all the skin that I can. Going around the model, trying to find little pieces of skin, like right here in the ankle. I did not notice that. So let's go ahead and paint that. So now that we have that, and it's okay if I hit close, and if you're painting along, it's absolutely okay if you. So how I do any painting, I focus on the skins, because that's painting 101. So I always prime my models black. Then dry brush him a light color. I use mostly whites, or if I want them to look a bit grimy, I use yellows or reds. Very dark reds or yellows. Let me be clear with that. After I do that, I always paint the skins. So I paint all the skins. Make sure I do that, and it's okay if, like for example right here, I'm painting a little bit of the pants, which is fine because I'm gonna paint over that with the color that I'm planning to paint them. For example right here, there's a little piece of skin right here when he's lifting his shoe. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint that little part of his skin right there. There we go. And now it's a thin coat of olive everywhere. So I'm done with this guy. So the next Gretchen is gonna be this guy. Now this Gretchen I fell in love with. I love the hat. Like I already said, I'm painting this ogres like the 49ers. But if I was to paint it any other way, definitely would paint this moon helmet proper, like yellow. A little bit more accurate to lore. What Gretchens have a lot of yellow. Also bad moons for ogres. Oh, ogres. What am I saying? Orcs. Sorry. There we go. Oh, wow. We have 19 people joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Oh, sorry. We have 21. Okay, so I'm brand new of live streaming. I just noticed I have 5 people watching, and I have 21 people. Now I have 8. What is happening? So let's go ahead and get there. We have a little skin right here, and dry brushing it. Like for example, right here I couldn't get the crevice, so I just get as much of the light olive inside of it. There we go. There we go. And I use a little olive green right here. And again, if you hit armor or anything, that's fine, because you're going to eventually go back and we're going to repaint those. So right now, again, just the skin, the ear right here. So we got, let's go ahead and paint this right here. There we go. Let's get nice ears right there. There we go. There we go. Let's paint right here. Let me see. Okay, so let me see. Go around the model. If I'm missing any more skin. So I am missing a little bit. So I'm missing the little ankles right here in the bottom of the model. Nobody's gonna grab the model super close and rotate it and be like, you missed this part. But I would know. That I would know that I miss the ankles, and that's gonna bug me so much. There we go. There we go. Ooh, right here. Let's get the back of the back. There we go. And we're done. Okay. So if you're still watching, I would love to know more about Blood Bowl. If you can type it in the comments. Like I said, I still don't know how to play it. I read a couple of the rules, which they're very much fun. I love everything about them. But I still don't know much about the rules. So, if you can tell me, for example, how does the Gretchions play in Blood Bowl? Or if you know any special rules about the Gretchions, I would love to know. So please, go ahead and put them in the chat. So let's get this guy. This guy has a lot of skin showing. A lot of armor right there. So I'm going a little bit heavy, like I said, with the coat of olive green, on the skin. That's okay because we are not putting detail right now. We're just covering the skin. Covering the skin. Right here at the back of the head. Let's do the ears right here. Let's do the eyes. Just a thin coat of olive green. Okay. Now I am noticing some pulling on the model, so let's go ahead and take care of that. So let's go ahead and drag the brush, and let's use the brush as a sponge to clean the excess of it, and let's get it spread around the paint a little bit more evenly. There we go. Look at some more olive paint in here. There we go. Oh. There we go. There we go. So we want this is be the second coat for this model. We want to get the features right there. Okay, and there we go. Oh, I went a little bit heavy under the armpit. Let's go ahead and use the brush as a sponge. And it's okay if we hit the armor. We're just putting the first layer and skin. There we go. Let me just rotate the model, see if I miss any items. So I did miss the ankle right here. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the ear, a little bit of the cheek. There we go. How's that? Do you guys notice any pulling that I'm not seeing? Oh, I do miss a little bit of the ankle right here. There we go. It's the back of the ears. That's what I miss. There we go. And there we go. How's that? Alright, so see, next Gretchen. So love this Beaky model. Let's go ahead and get the ears. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, I just noticed this. Someone bit his ear off. That's cool. That's a detail I didn't notice when I was building this model. There we go. So let's go ahead to get the paint. Let's get the back of the ear. There we go. Let me see. The back of ears right here. A little bit more in the chest. Let's go ahead and spread it. Thin coats. 2 thin coats. Like a wise man said once to me, always use 2 thin coats. Okay, so let me just rotate the model. If I miss any more skin. Oh, yep. So right here in that little ankle area, I missed some. There we go. Let's get a nice pool. And right here in this feet area. There we go. All right. So let me see. Let me go around the model. If I miss any skin, let me go behind. Now that I think about it, there's not a model. No, wait. No, it's not the same. Let me see. The back of the ear is this guy. Oh, okay. So this is a little bit more dry of the first one I did. So you can tell the difference once it dries. So the shades, so yeah, I always dry brush and then put a nice 2 thin coats, and then if I can go darker or lighter depending on how I like it. Okay, so that was done. So next Gretchen. Let me use the paint shaker to shake this paint. Shaking the paint. Shaking the paint. So, okay, let's see. This is my paint thinner. There we go. There we go. So this code right here. So I just put a noise suppressor because I didn't notice my fan was blasting. Hopefully this makes my audio sound good. And I just noticed my gain after my suppressor, so I went ahead and turned down my gain. I turn it down a bit more. I feel like maybe that fixes the problem. Oh, there you go. So we have 7 people watching, so welcome. So I just fixed the audio. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better now. So if you're just joining us, I'm painting the so let's keep painting. Sorry, I did, let me just. Okay, so now let's go ahead. I am listening to some Blood Bowl how to plays while I'm painting this to get me all hype. I still have no idea how to play this game, and I'm so excited to learn everything about this game. If you look in the chat, Ham was telling me that you can actually throw the players. It's very risky, but you can do it, which I find hilarious. I can already imagine like someone throwing this Gretchen really far. There we go. So putting 2 thin coats of paints. A little miss. I missed this part right here, the arm. Now we're gonna go ahead and paint the ankle. Oh, too much. There we go. We're painting every single little piece of skin first, and then add more paint to above that. So first the skin always. There we go. Oh, I missed a spot right here. Okay. There we go. Very good. A little bit shiny because the paint is fresh, but once it dries, it's going to dry a little bit darker. Leaving. Here's same position of the model. Actually, this guy might need a couple more coats in the face. There we go. Let's give it another coat. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I missed painting the ankles. Good thing I grabbed this guy. Let's go. Okay. So this guy. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. So, let me see. Am I missing a Gretchen? Yes, I am. There we go. Go ahead and paint the face. There we go. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, we got some pulling right here. Let's spread it around. Here you go. So right here, I'm missing the ankle, so let's go ahead and paint those. There we go. Okay. There we go. So that's all 6 Gretchens. So now we're going to start painting the skin of the Orcs. We're going to go a little bit more lighter skin, more lighter green. What am I saying? It's in the paint shaker. Go. Okay. There we go. Let's thin our paints. Now we're gonna do the orc. So we have 6 people in the chat right now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Right now I'm painting my orcs from my Blood Bowl bucks. So when I paint orcs, I always go lighter green. Always. The greener they are, the bigger they are. And for we have such coverage. So right now I thinned down my paint very thin. So I get this area right here. Let me show you. So I couldn't dry brush it, so I couldn't get to it, but that's okay because I'm still painting over it. So it's gonna add like a section of depth when it's done. Painting the fingers. And going back to the arm, and I see some pooling. I just want to spread it around. A little bit of skin right here. Go ahead and put a nice big drop right there of my paint, just thinned out. So it's when it dries, it creates this effect that just depth. I just noticed he has a crack right there. So I'm gonna paint his butt crack. Okay. So this is my second time live streaming, and I just noticed something. So when I got a little bit distracted. So every time I talk, and I notice sometimes it says right there in the corner of my screen, it says that Discord got disconnected. And I do hear myself talking on the stream to check on the audio. So I do notice when I said the crack right here of the model, it kind of cuts. So that's really interesting that YouTube thinks that this part is a bad word. That's interesting. Okay, so right now I'm just putting some background music. The music you guys are listening to are open source, but I'm obviously listening to other songs. I cannot paint without my playlist. I'm very particular with my songs. There we go. We're getting to the forehead. It has a little bit of leather. It's okay if we catch a little bit of it. We're gonna go back and paint over it. There we go. The knee of the model. I forgot about it. There's a little section right here. Nobody's gonna see it, but I will know. And that's gonna bug the hell out of me. There we go. The armpit of the model. There we go. Let me see, what am I missing? Let me go around the model to see if I see any other more skin. Let me see. Any more skin? I don't see any more skin on this guy. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. So right now I'm trying to get every single little part of the green. It's okay if we paint the jaw. We're gonna go back and paint it. But right now we're trying to get as much. Actually need more paint. There we go. Let's get this part of the knee. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's get the fingers. We're missing this arm right here. Oh, sorry about it. Hey guys, so right now I'm just the dry brush of the models. Well, no, sorry. Rewind. So right now I put in a thin coat of green on my orc, and I'm just spreading out the pools. Using my brush as a sponge, and whatever still pulling, like for example right here, I want to make sure I spread that around. And again, if I get a little bit of the close, that is fine. I'm gonna go back and fix it. The bottom of the arm needs another thin coat. Hello, Oliver. You're painting Vikings, like actual Viking models, or are you building? Oh, sorry, everybody. I'm talking to the chat right now. Oliver saying he's building some Vikings, and I'm trying to figure out, are they human Vikings, or are they like chaos models that look like Vikings, or are you painting models to look like Vikings, like the football team? I really like this guy's face. The helmet part right here with the tusk coming out, it kind of reminds me of the mammoths from Lord of the Rings. I'm trying to figure out this part of the neck. This part of the neck, or is it something different? I'm gonna go over it and then decide afterwards when I paint it. There we go. Need more green. Excuse the paint shaker. Put in the brush.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
There we go. Get in the arm. There we go. Oh, I just noticed that. So I just noticed this guy's gauntlet has this bolt that runs right here and right here. It clearly is a bolt to I hold this, but it also kind of looks like a snake. Like it's gonna punch you with like this glove that looks like a snake. It's kind of cool. There we go. Let's see. Oh, missed the fingers right here. There we go. Let me see. I'm going around the model, seeing if I'm missing any like skin. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, next guy. There we go. We're gonna take a water break. 1 minute. Sorry guys, I just needed that water break really bad. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now let's do the arm. There we go. Let's do the fingers. It's okay if we get some of the claw. We're gonna go back to it. So let's get some more thin down paint and get this area right here. I know nobody's gonna see it, but I will, and it's gonna bug me if that area is not painted. There we go. There we go. So for the mouth, yeah, you want to paint around the tongue, but not paint the actual tongue. The tongue, the tongue of the mouse. I can't believe I can say tongue. Okay. All right. A little bit more in the neck area. A little bit more thin down. There we go. A little bit more paint. There we go. That's part of the helmet? Okay. I'm going to paint it, and if it's not, I'm just going to paint over it later. The ankle right here. There we go. Okay. A little bit more green. Thin down my paints too much. There we go. All right, let's do the back side right here. And again, it's okay if we get the close. We're gonna go over that. So we got some pools right here. Well, don't worry about it. We use a paintbrush as a sponge to suck those pools and spread them around. But right now, I am going around the model and hitting all the places that need another coat. And when I need my paintbrush to get loaded, go to those recesses and spread them somewhere else. There we go. Oh. Right here, the fingers. Uh-oh, I sneeze. Just sneeze. Woof! I muted myself on time for that sneeze. Oh, nature. I just sneezed like really hard. Okay. All right. Maybe a little bit more right here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oops. All right. So let's paint. This is the last boy. Well, not. So the last one I need to put the green. I am gonna go back and paint a couple of them. Like for example, this guy definitely needs a little bit more green in his forehead. Another thin coat. So a little bit more right here. Just spots that you notice that definitely could use a little bit more green. Go back, for example, right here, no green at all. There we go. The ears, of course. Okay. Got distracted with that one. Aha. That one also is bugging me. The arm. It's another thin coat. All right, so there we go. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I gotta stop myself. There's definitely a couple more areas I can first glance that I definitely miss. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go back to it and repaint them in a bit. But right now, I definitely want to get skin on all of them. Go the fingers. We're gonna do the other fingers right here. Definitely got some of the glove, but that's okay. We're gonna use it. We're gonna go back and repaint that. So first we put the skin, and then we put layers of paint, and then we put detail. It is a process. We got 5 people watching. Thank you for joining us, everyone who is watching right now. Thank you for joining me and watch me get this amazing box set finished so I can get ready to play. Neck area. Nobody's gonna see below the neck, but I will know. I hate it when it's like a little piece that I didn't paint, and I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna have the tabletop ready, and I just freaking know about it. It's just in the back of my head an entire game. go. Let's do the back of the neck. Okay. The seams or the skin. Okay. So now, let me see. Chat. Which should I paint skin neck? The troll or the boss? So let's do it this way. Okay. So 3 below is the boss. 4 up is the troll. It is the boss. All right. Let me see. The neck right here. There we go. Let's do the back of the neck. So I don't see any more skin on this guy. Oh, wait. Under the armpits. And I need more green. There we go. So definitely we're not, it's okay if we paint other parts of the models. For example, right here, we're not focusing. It's okay if we paint a little bit of leather or metal parts. We're just putting the first paint, which is always the skin of all models. And then we paint around there. And then if we mess up, we go back and repaint it. Warhammer Painting 101. There we go. Okay. So next, we're gonna go ahead and paint the zombie he has on his back. I just think it's hilarious. This guy is playing around the battlefield, the field, and he just have a dead guy in the back of his shoulder pad right here. So how do we paint the zombies? So we're gonna go ahead and paint them. We're gonna paint zombies darker green, and then we're gonna put a shade of gray above it because zombies. we go. There we go. That's okay if we paint a little bit of the cloth. We're going to paint over that later. There we go. Zombie skin. Okay. Next, go ahead and paint the troll. Let's start from the bottom up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, he has a helmet on. He's in a helmet as a kneecap. A knee protection. That's really cool. Oh. There we go. This big toe. Need more green. So I'm noticing that there is some shell, like he has spikes in the back. And I do want to paint that a separate shade of green. We're going to do olive green for the scales. Once this one dries, and we are going to go through the scales. Nice, really thin coat, super thin coat of green onto the scales. And then we're going to do another thin coat of olive green. And of course, we're going to go back and paint the really tippy top of the scales. Now, see, I'm trying to figure out if the scales right here in the shoulder piece are part of, I don't see like a little string or anything like that. So let's go ahead and paint it and worry about that later. That's my cat auto feeder. Okay. Let's go for the fingers. Okay. Okay. Let's do the holes in the glove. It's okay if we touch a little bit of the glove. We're going to go back and paint over that. Let's go back in the belly part. Right here, this part of the feet. Fingers. There we go. Alright. Let's paint that Gretchen that he's about to throw. There we go. A little bit more darker green. There we go. We got 7 people watching the stream. Thank you for coming in. Trying to finish this guy so we can start a game of Blood Bowl. See, where must, oh, right here, this is still part of the skin. Back of the head. Any right there. Okay. That seems to be the entire skin of this Gretchen. There we go. But let's just, okay, so we have everybody's skin on. So let's just go through the Gretchens really quick. Let me see if they may need another coat somewhere else so I can get that going. So right here, this guy needs another coat right here. Needs a little bit more right here. A little bit more right here. We're just going over any parts of the skin that we miss. Not super detailed. There we go. Let's see, this guy, I did a very good job, but right here, that shoulder right there needs a little bit more darker green. Okay. All right. Let's save this guy. This guy's pretty good. Oh, just a little bit of the toe that I missed. Right here, a little bit of the arm. I think right here. There we go. That looks right. Okay, next Gretchen. Oh yeah, right here. Part of the head. Definitely needs another thin coat right here. There we go. Of course, a little bit of the ankle right here. There we go. So let's go to the next one. Let me see, I missed this part of the fist. Just a little bit right here. This part of the fist, I miss. We're just going over any piece that is true right here, like this area right here, the leg. If you can see, it needs another thin coat. Going through every little part of the model that if you see too dark or too light, you want to hit it with a very thin coat of whatever paint you did with the skin. But you don't want to hit it too much because you want the dry brushing first over black adds contrast. So you just very lightly put another thin coat. This guy looks pretty good. Alright, so the war boss, the zombie that he has on his back, same thing right here. You see it's a little bit too light in this area, so that's why I'm gonna go back and hit it, put a little bit more darker green right there. That's it. There we go. Just a very thin coat. Very, very thin coat. You want to go to, oh, let's part of the ribs. There we go. There we go. The warp boss itself, all the skins of the warp boss look okay. Okay. Next guy that we saw the skin is this guy. He looks pretty good, but the troll itself, yeah, I don't see anything that I miss or needs an extra coat. So let's go over the boys. This is pretty good. Let's do the next boy. Next one. Did a good job with the boys. Nothing that I feel like it's too dark or too light. All right. So What time? Okay. So let's go ahead. So how I'm painting this guys are like the 49ers. Because that's my favorite football team. So let's go ahead and do the cloth. I'm gonna do red. So which red should I use though? Let me see. Where's the red? Missing my, where's the red? Let me see.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Where's my red? Where's that red? It's gonna bug me for the rest of the day. Well, we are using this red instead. It's not the red that I had in mind, but it is the red we're gonna use. Gonna use the paint shaker. There we go. All right, cloth. So not leather, but cloth. So I see this pants. So yeah, let's do the pants red. So I'm gonna paint the gloves like leather. We want to be careful not to get the skin, like already messed up right here. So let me see if I can clean it up with this paintbrush. There we go. So here we go. Let me bring the camera a little bit low. There we go. So this part of the pants, be careful right here not to get that skin, but it's okay if we get it, we just clean it up. There we go. Here we go. There we go. So for this one, yep, I'm going to the pants as well. Okay. There we go. Oh, if you can see this, I missed the belly. So, all right, let's do this. Let's get the belly going. We're gonna put a nice thin coat. And right here, the back of the feet as well. I missed those parts. There we go. All right, let me see if I can bring down the camera a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. So this guy, yep, pants as well. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of shoulder pad right there. Let's go around the model, make sure we get every single little pants. every little single part of the pants. Sorry. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the first one we painted.
There we go. That's dry. How it's supposed to look like dry.
Pretty good. I'm liking it. Oh, I missed a shoulder strap right there. Let's go ahead and go. There we go. That part of the cloth. It looks like a strap of leather. We're gonna get painted leather. Okay. So let's do one of this guys right here. There we go. So we have 12 people watching right now. Are you everybody painting their models as well in front of me? You know, where are we painting models together, or are you doing something else? Are you just enjoying me paint this model? There we go. There we go. There we go. This part right here of the pants that I missed. No, those are little fangs, so I'm not painting those. So I want to paint this unit as the 49ers. Should I paint the gloves red or leather color? I am very conflicted of what should I do. let's paint the gloves red. And yeah, let's do it. Let's make red leather. Let's say that. Miss a little bit right here. Well, I didn't miss it. I just needs a second coat.
Weekend gaming. Hey. Yep. I messed up right there. You guys see that? See right here? I mess up right there. Put a nice thick coat of green. Oh, I have a wet palette. So the silicone, I do need a wet palette. Well, okay. So I do use a wet palette. The paints do dry, but I already thinned down my paints so much that I'm like, wet palette, yeah. But this works fantastic. If you have, you should like I know this is silly. Go to the dollar store, buy yourself one, then try it out. I know it's ridiculous, but it does work very well. So, like, now don't get me wrong, I do use it for my GW paints. So right here, let's clean up my mistake. Nice thick thin coat. There we go. So let's make that, let's spread it around like make it look like a Bruce. There we go. And we're gonna clean it like that. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Gretchens and paint the gloves really quick. There we go. There we go. There we go. Doing all the gloves red. Since we're doing the gloves red,
go. Let's spread out the paint right here. Get all the pools of the thin coat. This guy has gloves. Who else has gloves? Oh, okay. This is the last Gretchen to go back with the gloves. Wow, I have 12 people watching, and you guys been watching for a while. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys being here. All right. All right. So, I wanted to personally say thank you to everybody who is watching right now. I really appreciate you joining me for this live stream. So, just a little quick recap. We got the skin. Oh, let me just push this guy over here. So, really a quick recap. We went ahead and got the skin on all the Orcs and Gretchens. I painted a couple, all the Gretchens, the red. My theme for this unit is 49ers. So, red, gold, and white. So I'm very excited to get this guy's going so I can start playing in Blood Bowl. And yeah. Next, when I'm done with this guys, I'm gonna paint the humans. I really, again, if you like what you see and you like our content, please subscribe. We really appreciate all of you guys, and any feedback to make this videos better is very much appreciated, and we look forward to it. And it is late now, so
I really appreciate you guys joining me and staying up so late. So thank you for everybody, and hope you join me for part 3.